now out of the hospital. He was released from the Queens Medical Center today. Brennan, his girlfriend Shakti Stream, and another driver, Teresa Wang, were hospitalized in serious condition when their cars crashed head-on the Big Island last week. Stream is close to a full recovery. Wang remains hospitalized in serious condition. In a statement, Brennan says he will return to Orange County, California with his family to recover and undergo rehab. Meanwhile, Brennan's fellow Warrior brothers clinched at least a share of the WAC title today. UH was led by a record-breaking rushing performance. Dwayne Chimagawa joins us with the highlights.
That's right, Mariella. Record-breaking performance, to say the least. Alex Green had the best day running out of any back in Hawaii history. The senior rushed for a school record 327 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brian Moniz threw 4 touchdown passes as the Warriors routed the Aggies 59-24. Greg Salas caught 10 passes for 191 yards and a TD. Hawaii clinched a share of the WAC title and is now 9-3 and 7-1 in conference play. Now, the Warriors have won 4 conference titles in the past 32 seasons, with only one being an outright championship. Now, coming up later in sports, we'll show you more highlights and check out the rest of this crazy college football Saturday. Mariella, back to you.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks to a Nevada win over Boise State last night, the Warrior football team had a chance to clinch a share of the WAC title with a win today against New Mexico State. Some Hawaii fans bearing the cold at Aggie Stadium, but they were treated to a scorching performance by Alex Green. The senior scores the first TD of the game on this run in the first. Then in the second, Green would continue to run all over the Aggie defense. All in all, he'd rush for a school record 327 yards, and he tallied 3 touchdowns on the day. Green broke a 60-year-old record in less than 3 quarters of play. Up 24-10 just before the half, Brian Moniz lofts a nice pass to Kealoha Polaris. 31-10 Warriors at the half. Moniz threw 4 touchdowns on 21 of 31 passing for 315 yards. Meantime, fellow Lelehua Grant Andrew Manley had a rough time against Hawaii's defense. The freshman threw 2 picks on 135 yards passing. Aaron Brown with the pick 6 late in the fourth. Hawaii demolishes New Mexico State 59-24 and clinches a share of the WAC title. The Warriors are now 9-3 and 7-1 in conference play.
I feel real good about it. It was a great honor, but I'm more excited about the WAC champion.
I feel good. We had another great performance. We were able to go out there and get the job done.
Getting the job done is also what Greg Salas did. The senior surpassed Jason Rivers as the school's all-time leader in receiving yards with just over 4,000. That's a lot of yards. Up next for the Warriors is UNLV at Aloha Stadium. A win in the season finale could give the Warriors a 10-win season. Kickoff is at 5:30 in the evening. And for a complete wrap-up of today's game and a look ahead to UNLV, tune into the Coach Max Show tomorrow, right after the 10 o'clock news only on KGMB.
All right, Marissa, for just the 4th time in school history, University of Hawaii crowned Western Athletic Conference champions today after running all over the Aggies of New Mexico State. And when I say ran all over, I mean ran all over. Senior running back Alex Green set the school's single-game rushing record today with, get this, 327 yards on 19 carries with 3 touchdowns. He breaks a 60-year-old mark while becoming the only player in UH history to reach 300 yards in a game. Hawaii wins big, 59-24. UH locks up at least a share of the conference crown with Boise and Nevada, each with 1 WAC game remaining. Later in sports, we'll hear from the 2010 WAC champs. Plus, we'll tell you what prestigious record Greg Salas broke in a 190-yard effort. Rob DeMello, KHON2 Sports.
Thank you so much, Rob. Former Warriors quarterback Colt Brennan was released from the hospital today. Brennan was injured in an accident last week Friday on the Big Island. His girlfriend, Shakti Stream, was driving a vehicle that crossed the center line and slammed head-on into a car driven by Teresa Wang. In a statement, Brennan said, quote, "It is with heavy heart that I am able to leave the hospital today, as my prayers and thoughts remain with Teresa Wang and her family. I am so grateful for all of the support I received over the past week. I am also relieved that Shakti is close to a full recovery."
How's it going, everybody? As we told you earlier, led behind a pair of record-breaking performances, Warrior football team crowned WAC champions for just the 4th time in 31 years. UH clinched at least a share of the conference title with a win over New Mexico State in Las Cruces today, and they did it behind the legs of senior running back Alex Green. Oregon native ripped off a single-game school record, 327 yards rushing on 19 carries with 3 touchdowns, destroying the 60-year-old mark of 270 set by Pete Wilson. Also etching his name into the record books today, All-American candidate Greg Salas, senior slot back who needed just 74 yards to pass Jason Rivers, as the school's all-time leading receiver pulled in 10 catches for 191 yards and 1 touchdown, moving to 4,036 yards for his career. Nation's leading passer, Lelehua's Bryant Moniz, good for 315 yards and 4 touchdowns of his own. 59-24 the final. Warriors are Western Athletic Conference champs for the first time under head coach Greg McMackin and second time in 4 years.
That means a lot to us. We worked our butts off since the last point after the season. I lost to Wisconsin last year. We just had a goal to we're going to win a WAC this year. You know, everybody could talk about it, but us actually doing it feels real good. We feel accomplished.
You know, we just proved that, you know, it's possible. We could do it. You know, not being able to get into a bowl last year, we put in all the work in the off season. You know, we counted on each other. We're just feeling really good about ourselves right now. You know, 1 game away from a 10-win season. You know, we want to finish this thing off strong.
You know, we just have a lot of character and a lot of great leadership on the team, and a lot of talent as well. And the coaches have done a great job of utilizing it. And you know, I'm so happy and blessed to just be a part of this.
Now, as for New Mexico State starting quarterback Lelehua graduate Andrew Manley, true freshman went 20 of 35 for 135 yards passing and 2 picks. UH defense held the 2-10 Aggie offense to just 215 total yards, while extending Hawaii's streak of at least 2 interceptions to 9 straight games. UH is the first team to clinch a piece of the WAC title. Both Boise State and Nevada can join UH with victories next week. Broncos get Utah State at home. Wolfpack are on the road against Louisiana Tech. Hawaii bowl-bound Warriors improved to 9-3 overall, finishing WAC play 7-1. Up next, senior night against UNLV next Saturday.
Well, thanks to Nevada's upset over Boise State last night, UH can clinch a share of the WAC title with the win over New Mexico State. Team left no doubt. Powered by a 327-yard day from senior running back Alex Green, crushed his 60-year school record of 270, held by Pete Wilson. Green, on just 19 carries, produced 3 scores. Also eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark on the season, it was a usual suspect, senior slot receiver Greg Salas, 10 catches, 191 yards and a score. Now the school's all-time leader in receiving with 4,037. His buddy Kealoha Polaris finished with 6 for 50, and this touchdown put the Warriors up 31-10 at intermission. Lelehua grad, Aggie starting QB Andrew Manley, harassed by the Warrior defense, sacked 3 times in the game. Haku Correa led the charge with nearly 2. Freshman starter went 20 for 35, 135 yards passing, tossed 2 interceptions, 1 ricocheted right into the hands of Aaron Brown. Returns it all the way for a score. Warrior defense in the last 9 games has recorded at least 2 picks. UH now 7-0 all-time against the Aggies. 59-24 was the final score, clinching at least a share of the WAC title, 4th all-time. Last one coming in 2007. Bryant Moniz, 21 for 31, 351 yards, 315 yards passing, and 4 TDs. 9-3 Warriors will host UNLV next Saturday at Aloha Stadium.